unmute us this time too. I'm not gonna fuck that up. Oh no, I do have one little fuck up there. Unmute us.
Go
this
with what you
time,
feel,
too.
Matt.
I'm not gonna fuck that up. Oh no, I do have one little.
Nobody's judging you here.
Yeah, I got it.
Except for me. I'm gonna judge you.
Episode 34. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, it says 33. You fucking slacking ass slack. Oh my god, I didn't get my drink. Matt.
Well, hurry up.
Okay.
Hold on. So, hey everybody, it's Zuby here. We're not officially starting, but if you're watching it right now, then you see that Zuby is here, just sort of going because Mr. Killabees forgot a drink. You know, I always come packing with 2 drinks here. A bottle of water that I've kind of been drinking on for the past 5 minutes because I drink water like insane. And then I got another full bottle of water that I'm going to be drinking, probably during the show. But, there's something I'd like to say before we even get even further into this. Water is really good for you. There's just hey, I was going into a little diatribe about water, or a diatribe.
Okay.
Yeah. And you interrupted it, but yes, T2TKS.
I'm more important, Matt.
Nice hat, Zuby. Yeah.
It is a nice hat, Zuby.
I'll get into it when we officially start.
Yes.
Why I'm wearing it.
Yes. Look at you. I see you on the stream behind because of the lag, showing off all your drinks that you had. Look at me. I'm prepared.
I gotta get
I'm a professional.
I gotta really get that second webcam set up here.
You do, sir.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just lazy.
So, hey everybody in live land that Zuby's already been talking to. Thanks for being here. Zuby does have a nice hat. You ready? Ready to start this?
Yeah, man.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Moment of silence. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the VCR Gaming Podcast. I am, as always, the first host that you hear talking on most episodes, Matt, and seated somewhere inside the trunk of a Toyota Corolla.
Fuck! I'm trying to be what the fuck?
Is the other host of this awesome show, and his name is Matt. How you doing, Matt?
You threw me off because I don't know if you saw me. It looked like I was trying to pray or something on the stream.
No, it's too delayed. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god, holy shit, what the fuck? Completely broke my concentration, by the way.
Sorry.
On that shit.
Oh my god, I'm fucking pouring sweat, Matt. It's fucking Florida in here.
Pouring sweat. Do you have something called AC in your room?
I do, but Florida don't give a fuck. No, it's because I just ran around and went outside for half a second to get a water. So.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I've been good. Yeah, we had a tornado down the street.
Liar.
An hour ago. Oh, dude, I'll show you the video on Facebook if I can share it. Yeah, because...
Fake news.
Fake news. No, because we're part of this Spring Hill neighbors group on there, and someone posted a video of a funnel cloud forming probably a mile or 2 away from me, and I had no idea because in Florida, if a tornado happens, we don't have sirens like they do in the Midwest and all that.
They do.
Yeah, schools they do, but not for us peasants though, because if a tornado hits us, we're pretty much fucked.
It's true. This is true.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm alive. I'm good. We didn't lose power. So.
Yeah, I really thought we were going to. Lightning was hitting outside my house, bro.
It was getting pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about this hat that I got here. So this hat, they're sponsors of this other magic show that I do, that I appear on once a month, called 10th Street Hooligans, and this hat is the official hat and logo of Cardsphere.com. Cardsphere is a Magic the Gathering trading site where you can just trade cards and with people in real life, just mail them cards and they mail you what you want and all that stuff. And really cool set of guys. I had them on the Magic with Zuby podcast.
They have exchanged with you and myself on Twitter, and I think they've stopped by on a live podcast for the show before, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you're right. They have. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and, good dudes.
Yeah, so they sent all the cast members of 10th Street Hooligans a hat, and I got mine in today.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
So now I'm contractually obligated to mention it every single time. Every time I go outside, I have to go up to people and be like, "Hey, have you heard of cardsphere.com?"
No, shut up. No, you don't.
No. That's a complete lie and fabrication.
That's a terrible deal. If they got you to do that for one hat, bro, like you fucked up. Like
I know.
What? Oh, so if I give you a shirt, Matt, can I get you to walk up and tell people, that their significant other is ugly or something like that? Is that how much? What's the going price for that?
About tree
pair
fitting.
of shoes.
Hey, dude, I do need a new pair of shoes. Fuck.
All right, but they're gonna have my face on it though. Like
dude,
I'm gonna have somebody airbrush it like they do.
Yes, dude.
At
so
University Mall.
Talking about shoes, so you know how much of a slacker I am when it comes to buying anything for myself.
Okay.
So like it took me forever to buy a new pair of work shoes because I'm just so lazy about it.
That's like a whole big thing though. Like in your defense, like I do it at the last minute too.
It really is, and I only usually have one pair of work shoes, and I wear them until they're basically have holes in them.
Sure.
Because
and they're talking and shit.
Yeah. And there's not because I can't afford shoes or anything. It's just I'm that lazy. All right. And my workout shoes, my regular kind of like everyday sneakers and all that, I've had for how old is Zoe? 9, so about 8 years now. And it's definitely getting to the time where I need new ones, but I'm just too lazy to get them.
See, I'm a little bit different with Well, maybe not. Like
no, you definitely sneaker shop way more than I do.
Well, hold on. It's not like I'm actively going, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
If I'm there and it's like I need I just so happen to be there like with my wife and the kid and I see a pair that I like. You know what I mean? But like honestly, if it was up to me or like I wasn't with them, like yeah, it would be bad. They would be like seriously like my toe sticking out with like fucking gangrene on it and shit and be like, "Maybe I'll go today." And then not go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, other than that, it's I'm not in a horse sling anymore, so I can actually.
Yeah, how is your hammy?
Since I'm able to work out again, and I can definitely feel it getting a little tight. So I've definitely been trying to take it as easy as I can, not trying to do anything too crazy. But
right.
Dude, I've been the past 4 days. I've been going outside and just working out. And it's so fucking brutal, man. The heat is so brutal.
Oh my God, it's next level, man. And I know we talk about it a lot and we joke about it, but it's for real. Like this is real life. Yeah. Like everybody's like, go to Florida. Oh, you must go to the beach or whatever. Let me tell you how happens when you go to the beach. In 2 hours, you feel like you've literally been put in under like a broiler and you have to fucking leave. Like,
yeah.
I don't care what you have a fucking umbrella. You got SPF 900. I don't care. Like it's bad, man. Like there's even the most enjoyable, I'm doing air quotes, stuff to do in Florida in the sun. It ruins it. It fucking ruins everything.
Yeah. Like my wife is taking Zoe and to Disney World tomorrow. And at first I was jealous. And then I realized, it's going to be fucking hot as hell. So
you might be making out on that deal.
Yeah. So I mean, I still want to go, obviously, because I want to be with the family and all that. But then again, it just sounds so miserable.
No, dude, have them FaceTime you while they're doing shit.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
And then you're good.
Well, because we're going to be in the hospital tomorrow, so we're going to be in the nice air-conditioned hospital while they are, outside having fun and
nice. Is not a word I use for hospitals, but okay.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fucking bad out. I was just telling Zuby, just now. So I was out changing the oil in my car and the sun was down and it rained, right? So you think, it's not going to be Matt. I mean, like it looked like I went swimming. I was out there for 50 minutes doing it.
Yeah.
And it looked like I went swimming. Now, changing your oil isn't the most exercise.
Labor intensive.
No, it's really not. You're kind of stationary. You know what I mean? Just for the most part.
And you have a lift, don't you, or do you just use a car jack?
I have a jack. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
But still, I mean, it's not hard. Like,
well, no, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, lift the car. That's about the most physical exercise you're going to get out of that.
No shit, dude. And like, I'm literally like, we talked about this too the other day. Like, when I go to like take my shirt off to change and like to get into the shower, it's like you can't even get the shirt off your back.
Oh, I know. It's
It's
that bad.
Like, oh, it's fucking. I hate it, man. I hate it. But yeah. So let's bitch some more, Matt. What else? What else do you have to bitch about?
It's hot. Well, I'm trying to think. What did I do this weekend? Friday came. Fuck, I really don't remember.
Awesome.
Dude, it's been so like a blur lately. It's like
I get you.
Friday night. Oh, I've been watching a lot of Sopranos, so I've been definitely in the fucking Italian mood here. Hey, forget about it. I tell my wife, hey, bonfangool, like, hey, I'm gonna go take out the garbage. All right, go fuck yourself or something.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, forget about it.
That's awesome. I need to jump in on that. I'm gonna start watching that shit this week. I'll probably watch some tonight, actually.
Amazon Prime, man, it's all on there.
Nah, dog, come on, man. I got that fucking family plan on AT&T. They gave me HBO for free.
Oh,
well, I'm a big baller. What's up?
Well, do they have it on like HBO Now or something? Or
yeah, it's HBO Go.
Or HBO Go.
You actually get a direct. Dude, they're so shady. Like, because AT&T owns DirecTV, right? The whole like giving you HBO for free with a family unlimited plan is literally an extravagant ploy to get you to pay and trick you into paying for the DirecTV app. Like, they're like, oh, you get it for free, sign up, whatever. Well, step one is you don't get to sign into HBO. You got to create a DirecTV account. Yeah. And then you have to fucking try so hard to not sign up for DirecTV just to get through it to where you can get to where you can log into HBO. It is such a fucking scam, dude. But I fought through it and I have my login now. So fuck you, AT&T.
Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't sign up for that shit.
Oh, dude,
I almost did.
Dude, it's so like you have to jump through hoops and shit, man, to like not sign up for it. They're like, okay, all right, so we're all set. You're gonna get your HBO and your whatever package. I'm like, wait, what? like, what are you talking about? They like you try to remove it and you can't, and like you have to start the process over 3 times, dude. They're tricksters, bro. They're tricksters. You gotta look out.
Of course. Oh, I do remember what I did Friday night. We went out to that outlet mall on 56. By 75.
Yeah. Good shit.
I didn't like it at all. It was all fucking...
It's outside.
Well, no. That wasn't the part that I didn't like. It was all like clothing stores and shoe stores. I thought there'd be a little bit more variety, and there really wasn't. So I was kind of bored. Like,
what were you looking for?
I don't know. Something?
Well,
that wasn't clothes?
They're factory outlets. Yeah, so that's kind of what it is.
I didn't know that's what they only had there. Dude, I went in there blind.
60% of them didn't get the memo that they're outlet stores and not regular stores, and they're regular priced.
I know.
What? Yeah, no.
And then Saturday, we were out all day Saturday, but then Sunday, the wife had a baby shower to go to. Thank God I got out of that. But and then Zoe, the kids and I, we went to Wiregrass. I've never been there before.
Really?
And that was a mistake going there.
It's outside.
It was so fucking... It was worse than that outlet mall.
So, for those of you that aren't local to the area, and if you are local, you've almost certainly at least heard of Wiregrass. In somebody's infinite fucking wisdom, in the lightning, rain, and swamp capital of the world, they made a mall that's literally the part you would normally walk through the halls and go to all the different stores or whatever. That part's outside. Basically, it's like a glorified strip mall. It's very beautiful, very nice.
Oh, it's very well done.
Yeah, but like, and you can like drive through the middle of it or whatever, creeper speed, but it's outside. Like, and there's no coverings. Did you notice that? Like, everywhere, there's nothing covering you.
Oh, I know.
So like, if it rains or the sun or whatever, like, yeah, I don't know. So how was your experience there? Did you go to the retro game store?
I couldn't find it.
So they don't have a sign.
I probably walked right by it because I looked all over for it, and I even looked at the directory, and I'm like, I walked by there. I didn't see it.
I guarantee you did, because I've been in there like 6 or 7 times now, and even to this day, this weekend I was there, and I had to ask my wife to find it and point it out to me. Melissa has to find it every time we go. Like, yeah, so I guarantee you walk past it, dude.
I don't like that place. No. Just that video game store. It's like, how do you have a video game store in a mall and not even have a sign?
I know. It's okay. Everything's like mecha priced and there's no budging on it. And, I don't know. They started selling repros and shit, like a lot of repros. And
God.
I know they host a lot of events, though. And they do card shit. They do magic shit and stuff.
Oh, shit. Really? Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
So I missed out on that shit. Oh, well.
Yeah, they do. And they do Pokemon and shit like that, too. So, I mean, if you're into for that, I suppose it's fine. Did you see the Lego store there?
Dude, that place was pretty cool, but we didn't stay long because it was so fucking hot in there. Oh my god.
Oh, their AC must have been broke. When we were there the other day, it was okay.
It was not any better. Well, we were there Sunday, and
oh shit.
And when did you go?
I think we went Friday night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we went there Sunday in the middle of the afternoon, and dude, we walked in there hoping to get some reprieve, let Zoe spend some time playing, and I'm like, kid, we gotta leave. It's too hot in here. It was like really stuffy.
That store is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
They have like it's not like an official Lego store. It's a secondhand Lego store, but it's like a retro video game store for Legos, or a video game store rather for Legos. Shouldn't say retro. Because they have like in all the glass cases, they have like all the rare shit. Like I saw there's a Princess Leia minifig that has smooth hair, and she's $120 because it's like mega rare.
Sounds about right.
Like, but who knew that there was that? I mean, Legos are expensive to buy the first time around. Who knew there was like a second hand thing for it for
are
like
you
buying
surprised,
the rare
though?
shit? No,
you shouldn't be at this point. I mean, with collectibles, I mean, look at fucking Magic. It's so expensive, and there's stupid cardboard. There's Pokemon. There's hell. My wife, the Disney pins. You know about the Disney?
Well, that I did know about. So, yeah. But yes, no, that's a big thing.
I had no idea about.
There's like a cult community for that shit.
Yeah, I had no idea about Disney pins until my wife started collecting them. And then when we went to MegaCon, I found a booth that had a bunch of Disney pins. And I'm asking her, like, hey, are there any pins you're looking for? And she names off a bunch of characters. And I'm like, what?
Better get on your shit, dude.
I know,
you
right?
You better learn what she's into. You'll make her day, man. You pick up something like that.
Well, I didn't want to. I didn't want to buy. I didn't buy any because I didn't want to buy something that she already had or something like that,
or was a lame one, and then everybody's gonna point at her when she walks around Disney.
Like, look
at that pin, noob.
Yeah, God. And there's even fake pins they do that? Too. Probably.
You think there's like pin snobs and shit?
Well, dude, it's like Magic snobs.
There's gotta be. There's snobs and everything.
Of course. That's why I always like in my legacy deck. My deck that costs like how much does it fucking cost? Like over $2,000 now, I think.
Whoa.
I make sure to use white bordered lands, and that drives some people crazy.
Really?
Yeah, because you should not use white bordered lands, especially basic lands, for a deck like a legacy deck. So I do it on purpose. And
are they super old school? Are they like OG?
Some people are. Some people are.
No. I mean the white bordered lands. Are they like from like an early?
Well, back in the day, the black bordered cards were the OGs, the originals. The white bordered were for the poor people, the peasants.
Okay.
So I purposely use the white bordered cards just to piss people off, and I make sure they don't match too.
You're snob trolling then.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yes.
Love it.
Playing that 4D chess, mega.
I can't talk, dude. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to like people trying to talk to me about fucking their emulation box that they built. I'm like, that's gross. Or they're like, yeah, I just hooked it up to my HD TV with the composite cable, and I'm like, I gotta hold myself back. Not everybody's as hardcore as you are, Matt. Chill out.
I know. You are. I know. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we did Wiregrass, and then I went home, or we went home, and we were just fucking exhausted. And that was about it. I didn't really get a whole lot of gaming done this weekend, actually.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So what about you, man? How was your weekend?
Pretty busy. So we went to the outlets, and we went to Wiregrass as well on Friday after work. We had a reason. I don't remember what we were there for. I think Melissa needed something. I don't know. We were there. And then I think Melissa was looking for a bathing suit or something like that. So Saturday we got up early as fuck and went to the beach because Florida. Actually, the in-laws with the baby, they wanted to take her.
Your brother-in-law and sister-in-law?
Mia, yeah, my niece Mia. They wanted to take her to the beach. She had only been once before, like a week or two ago or something like that, and they wanted to go again. So we got up early as shit and drove over there, which was a good move. And we had a really good time, dude. It was like windy, and there were actually waves. Like, for those who think the beach, they always think waves, but not on the Gulf. Like the Gulf, like you might get a chop,
yeah,
but we don't get like waves that like curl that you could like boogie board or surf on. There totally were. Totally were.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which was awesome. So, and Aiden's never seen that, so he was digging it. Me and him were just like getting the shit beat out of us by waves. Like he had a mask he had brought, and he's just like he's like literally standing there and taking waves to the face, and it's like wiping him out and shit. It was pretty fun. So and the baby, she loved it. She thought it was hilarious. Although towards the end, I think she was getting tired of it because it's like every couple of every like minute or so, you're getting like water all in your face. So she wasn't feeling that, but dude, she was too cute too. Like when she realized where we were, like when we walked across the walkway and she saw the beach, like she got insane excited. She's really little. She's not even 2 yet. So she got really excited. Like she knew where she was and what was about to happen. Boy and I built a sandcastle.
Did you guys wreck it?
Aiden and Mia ended up wrecking. I think she wrecked it a bit and then kind of lost interest. And then before we left, I caught Aiden over there just like stomping it into complete oblivion.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do when we go to the beach is we build a really awesome moat and a sandcastle with some towers, and then we play Godzilla at the end.
Yeah, that's the move. That's the solid move for sure. But yeah, so we did that, and then we left there kind of like middle of the day, fucking disheveled and beaten up by the sun and all that, and we had made commitment to go to Melissa's mom's. Her and her husband Roy were doing hibachi. He bought like an actual like propane like hibachi thing. Like,
holy shit!
Yeah, legit.
Did he do all the flip moves too, like they do with the?
Well, I helped him, and we're not any good at that. So we tried, but it's no good.
Well, I'm gonna pay for a class for you to go learn that.
Actually, that'd be really fun. I would do that. We did like the egg roll thing where you spin the egg on it and then you pick it up with the spatula, flip it up, and try to like split it on the side of the spatula. Yeah, that's harder.
Oh my god, I want hibachi really bad right now.
Dude, it was pretty bomb too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god,
it's so legit.
So
dude.
Good.
It has the hole in the corner for you to like scrape all the nastiness into as you're cooking and shit. Like it's legit. So we did that, but that
must have cost a pretty penny.
It didn't look like it was super duper high end or anything.
Oh,
it's really nicely made and sturdy and it works and everything. But like, I honestly don't know, but I do know like grills, and I don't see anything on there that's particularly cost. There's not a whole lot of cost into it. It's kind of a simple device. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, so we did hibachi and shit, which was kind of cool, except for it was hot as fuck. We did it out by their pool, so like more time in the sun. I just got the shit beat out of me from the sun and the heat.
Dude, me too this weekend. I was out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dude, it's even today after work, I was out in the sun just like, fuck.
Oh, man, so bad. Man Cave, he got his hibachi too. Nice, bro. Nice.
I need some now. Fuck.
Let's see what. Oh, so Sunday, we weren't really gonna do much. I ended up having to do the oil in Melissa's car. Because I did the oil yesterday in her car and mine today, and I sweat like 30 pounds. Almost had a heat stroke and shit.
Sounds about right.
Which is so dumb. For something that's not that hard, to do. I think we went to like Target or whatever. I got a pickup. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. I want to go on like a quick little like life rant before we get too balls deep into games here while we're still kind of doing our
life rant.
Yeah. So like one of the things you're going to come across in life is having to buy fucking things that wear out. And being a car guy, I've always kind of been in terms with this. But like something in the universe does not want me to buy tires right now for my car, and it's kind of scary because when it rains, like I have no traction right now. Like I really need
is scary, man.
Yeah, no. But I mean, I'm a complete fucking boss, and I handle it. but But dude, like no joke, like all right, so like I go to order tires from Tire Rack, yeah, and I'm shouting out Tire Rack, fuck you guys. I buy tires yesterday from Tire Rack, and they're in stock, whatever, they're gonna ship today, whatever, blah 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 blah. Sweet, awesome. Get an email from them today saying that the tires are back ordered. What can we do for you? And I'm like, oh, all right. So I go online and I look, Matt, there's nothing that compares. For it, the next thing is $40 per tire more. I'm buying a set of 4. I'm like, Jesus, that's extreme, you know?
Yeah.
So like I just replied to him, I'm like, well, look, here's my dilemma. I really, really need tires. I can't wait for these to come back in. Can you at least tell me when it'll be? And if not, here's the next closest thing, which is kind of out of my budget or out of my price range.
Yeah.
They literally reply back, we will not change prices on any other tires, and we do not have an ETA on when these will be back in stock.
Did you already pay for them?
Oh yeah. How would you like to proceed? I'm like, all right, then I guess I gotta. And I'm super nice. Like I can show you the emails. Like I normally I'd be a dick, but I was like, let me try a different approach this time.
Yeah. Try nice, Butler.
Nah, it doesn't work. So I was like, all right, I guess go ahead and cancel it. I'm going to have to shop elsewhere because, I need a set of tires. No response. No, we're sorry to hear that. No, like, hey, did you check out these, like offering me other tires or other options? Like nothing, not even a return email. I just get the automated message that says my order has been canceled.
Wow.
And it's like, where's the customer service? Like, you guys don't want a sale? Like, you know what I mean? Like, wow.
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, so and I bought this would have been probably like the 4th or 5th set of tires I bought from them. You know what I mean? Like I know it's not much an overall scheme of things, but how many tires you want from a man? You know what I mean? From one dude,
Were you buying 4 tires?
A whole set, dude. I always buy a set. I buy them together. I buy them all at once. I buy them together. I keep the right tires on my cars. I'm a car guy. It's a thing. I'm not saying you need to do that, but for me it is. So anyway, so whatever, like I'm angry. I get over it. No big deal. So today on my way home, I hit a tire shop. I'm like, let me get a quote from somebody local. Because like I'm looking online. I can't find anything in the price point that I'm trying to be at. And dude, motherfucking computers are down at the tire store. Like as soon as I get there, they crash. And I'm like, really? Like I can't buy tires? Like what is going on? Like why do you want me to slide and die? Like so that's kind of been my drama right now, man, is I can't seem to get tires. So that's pissing me off right now, and I'm really upset with Tire Rack, man. Like, they can fuck off. So, anyways.
So, shout out Tire Rack?
No, not shout out Tire Rack.
Shout out
discounttires.direct.com, their competitor. Fuck you guys, Tire Rack.
Shout out fuck Tire Rack.
Dude, and honest to God, I've used them many a times before. Like, I don't understand. Like, I wasn't even trying to necessarily ask them to change the price. I was just kind of like, hey, help me out. Like, what else you got? What else can we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, cold as ice, dude. Cold as fucking ice. Like, screw you guys. So, anyways, so let's see. What else, Matt? What are we? You want to get into shit we've been playing? We had pickups and all that good stuff. All right.
Sure.
You want to go or you want me to go?
No, I'll go first because mine isn't very long. Because, like I said, I haven't been gaming that much this week.
Me either.
All right, I been playing Destiny 2 still. I'm still working on the single player campaign. I haven't played it since last Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. Still enjoying it. It's to me it's fun and casual and all that. And then I've been, for whatever fucking reason, I installed Skyrim again on the computer because I was really, really, really thinking about getting it on the Switch. And then what stopped me was the load times. And but then
you're such a snob. There we go. Back to it. Shout out snobs.
Shout out PC Master Race. I mean, I really am snobby about it. So I decided to install it again on Steam just to see, like, do I really want to play this, on the Switch, right? So I started playing it, and dude, I can't play that game anymore. Even though I have not done all the DLC missions and all that, I've literally done everything else in the main game that I just can't bring myself to play it again.
Yeah, you're burnt out on it, dude. I mean, no surprise. I mean, it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just
it's a really good game. Same with Fallout 4. I did literally everything in Fallout 4 except for the DLC, and I have no desire to do the DLC.
True.
And Fallout 4 was a really good game, and Same goes for Fallout 3, and I still haven't beaten New Vegas. Maybe one day I'll go back to it, but
I never finished it either. I had it on the PC. I was playing it on the shitty laptop I had, and it ran in like shit settings. And I don't know, man. I don't know what it was with that game. I found it really hard to keep like supplies and ammo in that one, where I was always like struggling, and it kind of turned me off. You know what I mean? Like I battled through it for like 12, 15 hours, and I'm just like, I gave up on it one day and never went back.
Yeah, Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, I mean, you have that struggle in the beginning, but once you level up some, I mean, you don't really...
You don't even think about it much anymore. Yeah, no. I didn't feel that way with New Vegas, or at least it was taking a long time to get to that point, and I lost interest.
Yeah. So, and then I tried playing Morrowind again, and dude, I just can't play that game anymore. I mean, I try not to be a graphics snob, but the graphics are just bad. And it's like bad where it feels almost unplayable because it's just.
Did you mod it though? Like, weren't you telling me about like modding it for like better graphics? Have you done that?
I should. Well, no, not Sky. No, I mean Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls 3.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, Skyrim's still very playable, even without mods. But I mean,
Morrowind's really old. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember loving that game, so I'm like, okay, let me try Morrowind, and like I said, I feel like I'm such a graphics snob because when I try to play that, I'm like, it's ugly, like just ugly, and yeah, there are mods where I can make it look better, but I'm like, I don't really want to go through that trouble, man. And then fuck Oblivion because that game's just hideous, even with good looking mods.
Are you really a graphics snob though? Because you're literally super hyped for in a few weeks for a 16-bit looking game that's going to come out on the Switch. So
you're talking about Mega Man X? Oh wait, no, Octopath.
Octopath, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I try not to be, but there comes to a point where if the graphics are just like ugly and gross, but the game is good anyway, I'm kind of going to be turned off to it, you know?
Wow. Okay. All right.
But
for me, it's Control in game. It's Control was the one that will turn me off from a game. It could be a great story. It could even be shit graphics. It could be good graphics. But if the controls are fucked, like I'm out. I'm out.
And I feel like the 64-bit 3D type era games are a lot harder to go back to, like 64 and PS1 era games.
I completely agree.
Like, look at Resident Evil 1 or hell, even Mario 64. Mario 64 is still a really fucking good game, but that game's ugly, all right? When you look at other Mario games.
Honestly, it holds up better than a lot of the shit on the 64.
It does, because the controls are really tight on it.
Well, I'm just saying graphically even, because all right, look, so nobody does better with their own hardware than Nintendo, right? Like,
yeah.
They knew they had limitations with what they could put in the texture maps, and they kept it simple and designed the whole game that way. Like, seriously, like, try to look at something that's a bit more complex. Like, try to look at, like, Duke Nukem or something on there. And, like...
it's terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get what you're saying as a whole. It's not the greatest thing, but it definitely holds up probably one of the best on that console.
It does. Say. Maybe that's a bad example, but look at something like Buck Bumble or Glover on 64. It looks terrible.
Oh, my God, so bad. Yeah. Or, you know what? GoldenEye doesn't look great.
Oh my God, no.
At all. It really doesn't. It holds a place in our heart, so we overlook a lot of that. You know what I mean? And mechanically, it plays fine. So, I mean, that's okay.
And that's where, older 16-bit and 8-bit games, they're still playable. They're a lot... It's easier to get into those because it's... Even though the graphics are quote-unquote bad, it's...
Right.
They're easier on the eyes, I guess. It's easier to determine and recognize, what's what on the screen.
Dude, I was playing, what's that fucking hover bike racing game that's on PS1 that was super not Wipeout, Jet Moto. I was playing like Jet Moto 2.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that game looks like fucking ass.
Ass?
Like ass.
Oh, dude,
I got all the high-end shit to hook my fucking PS1 up, dude. It looks like ass.
Dude,
it's so bad.
I don't know where we got this, but we found a copy of Twisted Metal on the PS1 that we just had lying in a bunch of discs. And I had like a stack of discs that were like old music CDs, and Twisted Metal was there. Oh, and Tekken 2, by the way, also.
Ooh,
and
nice.
We played we played Twisted Metal, and it's just, this was like a couple months ago, and I'm like, holy shit, this looks bad. I just remember the game looking so amazing when it came out.
Twisted Metal 2, I remember being pretty blown away by.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. See, I have a real soft spot in my heart for all the Twisted Metals. I played, for the first 3, I played a lot of them, especially 2. I can actually still go back and play that. I'm looking at it, rose-colored glasses, I guess, as they say. So, I honestly, the only thing I notice when I play Twisted Metal 2, I can get over its primitive look, is like the weird, like, and almost every single PlayStation 1 3D game does this, the like weird, like wavy, like, like a wall or something will get like a wave go through it, where it's almost like it's screen tearing, but it's only on like specific polygons and shit in the game. And it's because it's integer based graphics, so it's like an approximation. There's not an actual exact science with how that thing draws 3D.
Yeah.
So it's inherently, but like when I play Twisted Metal 2, that's all I see. Like that's the only negative thing I can see, and I can live with it. Like, Sweet Tooth's truck will like look wavy for a second. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but other than that, I don't know. So you guys tell us how you think that shit holds up, because I can't judge it. Matt, which one was it that you found? Which disc?
It was Twisted Metal and Tekken 2 that we found.
The original Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah, it still works, but like I said, that it just looks terrible. Like it's still playable, and I want to go back. I'm not saying it. I guess what I'm trying to get at is games back then. I guess more the 3D era, the brand new 3D era. I mean, it was hard to discern shapes and hard to discern.
Oh my God, yeah.
The exact I don't know, like what everything is. Like Star Fox on Super Nintendo is a perfect example. It's hard to tell what the fuck some shit is when you're playing that game.
Yeah, because there's like 5 polygons on screen at a time.
That's what I mean by bad graphics. It's not that the games are completely unplayable. It's just it's hard to tell.
I completely agree with you, and a lot of that shit doesn't hold up. And as a retro gamer, like, I kind of hate to say that, you know what I mean? But like, there is just some shit that you're just like, no. Yeah. I think that's why we have such an affinity for like the 16-bit era, especially. Yeah. Because it's kind of like the pinnacle of 2D, and it still looks good today. You know what I mean?
It does.
It really does. Some of my favorite graphics games, like I'll go to a 16-bit. Like I love the graphics of Lightning Force on the Genesis, which I only played recently. Dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Like the parallax scrolling and the way the shit's drawn, like it's really well done. You know what I mean? Like, so. But anyways,
like Chrono Trigger is a beautiful game on the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, so good. Final Fantasy IX looks pretty good for being a 32-bit era,
but a lot of it's pre-rendered graphics too. You gotta remember
it's pre-rendered and like hand drawn and shit like that, and that's probably why. And I find myself only really playing games like that nowadays on there.
Yeah.
So Man Cave said in the chat, he said that he think Crash Bandicoot graphics blew his mind as a kid. That's actually true. I remember seeing that at like Circuit City. Shout out Circuit City. I remember seeing that shit in Circuit City on the demo when it came out. It was a big deal when Crash Bandicoot came out. I mean, they made like special kiosks and shit for you to play it. And, because they were trying to go up against Mario. And if you compared it to Mario at the time, at least at the time, it was more colorful. There was a lot more going on. There was more polygons on the screen at any given time. And I totally agree with you, Man Cave. Now it is still playable. I will say that, and I haven't played it on the PS1 super recently, but I did play where you get to play like a level or two of it in Uncharted 4, which is actually an emulation of it. So it's pretty close. And it's fine. Like I could play that. Like it doesn't bother me. The graphics on that are okay. But a lot of shit, absolutely not.
Yeah, so the last game that I played, I had $15 to spend on my Nintendo Switch because I still had some eShop credit from whatever. And I decided to pick up Hollow Knight on the Switch, which is sort of what they dub a Metroidvania type game.
Metroidvania. Okay, I'm interested. I've never heard of this. How have I missed this?
It's a game. I mean, the graphics look really, really good. It's a 2D scroller game. it plays very similar to like Super Metroid, where you go in an area and you try to explore as much as you can, but you're going to come across areas where you can't explore because you need items to get there and stuff like that. It's a hard game too, and I've only played maybe 30 minutes to close to an hour, and I'm not far at all because I keep getting lost. And but it's definitely a fun game. But if you want a challenging type 2D platformer / shooter, this would be the game to look into.
I'm digging the art. Like it's just like dark 2D kind of hand drawn.
Yeah,
like
the art is gorgeous,
really cool.
man.
It looks great.
It's really good. I do have some reservations about it. Like the music isn't the greatest in it. It sounds all like dark and dreary and depressing, where I'm just like, okay, I get it. That's the tone of the game. That's the whole tone of it. It's very dark and depressing and all that.
Right.
So I've just been turning down the sound because it's just like
it brings you down.
Yeah, I don't want to get sad and cry and all that while I'm playing a game.
I can't hear it because we're doing this or whatever, but like, I mean, it looks like something like that is what I would expect. I wouldn't expect something like poppy and cheery to be going on. It more more like a Metroid type soundtrack or something almost. You know what I mean? Not necessarily as like computery sounding as that, but like grim and dark.
Yeah, for sure. But that's pretty much all I've been playing, man. Other than that, I've been watching The Sopranos, like I said earlier, and fuck, man, I love that. I forgot. It's been years since I've watched the show, and I've been loving it, man. Been fucking loving Tony Soprano, eh?
You keep making me want to watch. I've never seen it. I've only seen like shit of it here or there. Oh my god,
that's right, dude. You just need to.
I know. Well, you turned me on it because I thought that it was really long. There was a shitload of episodes in each season. There was a lot of seasons. Like I was like, I'm not in the mood to jump into like a Lost type scenario. I think it was the comparison I used when I spoke with you.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me. But you're saying it's like 5 seasons and there's not really that many episodes. 6 seasons. Yeah.
It's like 12, 13 episodes a season, except for the last one. The last one has like 24.
Shit, I'll watch that shit before work tomorrow, dog.
Well, dude, each episode, since it is an HBO show, each episode's like 50 minutes long, or sometimes 55 minutes. So it's
that's good. You
some
watch, like,
episodes are really long. Yeah. But dude, it's so worth. Like, if you love that mobster gangster shit, you have to watch it. Man.
I love like Casino and Goodfellas and all that shit. What's the other one?
Godfather, Donnie Brasco, Carlito's Way, The Departed,
I love all
Kill
that
the
shit.
Irishman. Dude, I've been on a mob kick. I love The Godfather, man.
Any
what
pickups?
about you, man? Nope, no pickups.
No.
Well, I wanted to try to find that Monster Games on yesterday, but I couldn't find it. I was so disappointed.
Anything, bro. You wouldn't have bought anything.
That bad?
I know you. No, I mean, there was like 2 games I wanted, and I could have them anytime I want on eBay.
Would I have walked in there all snobby like this is disgusting and gross?
Yeah, well, so look, you can't. You would do that no matter what game store we went in, no matter how awesome. Like
I can't help it if they're all fucking disgusting.
It doesn't even, bro. Like you are like there is no impressing Zuby, you guys. Like there isn't. I don't care where you are, what it is. I've never seen him get excited anywhere that we went that was gaming related. Like I've seen him buy shit, but I never see you excited.
Well, let me explain why. Because the thought of going to video game stores, in the beginning was really exciting, right? But then when you go to so many, you see all the same shit over and over again. Just like with magic shops, it's the same thing over and over again. So it's like, what's to really get excited about when you see the same things over and over again? Like, oh my god, look, they've got Mario Brothers. Oh, look, they've got Rob the Robot. Oh, look, they've got the Power Glove. Okay, cool.
Well, okay, hold on. First off, we did forget to mention this when we were talking about what we did Friday on lunch.
God.
We went to that flea market store that I ranted about a couple episodes ago that I went with Chris.
That place was shit.
Yeah, so I think update. So I bitched about how the dude wouldn't budge on the Dreamcast keyboard that was sitting with like a quarter, no joke, like a quarter-inch of dust on it. He wouldn't budge even $5 on the price and wanted to charge me tax on top of it in a flea market.
Mm-hmm.
It was double the price when we were there last time. He wiped the dust off,
Jesus.
put
That's
it in the
right.
same
That's
spot,
right.
and doubled the price.
Of course he
Doubled
did.
It didn't sell for 2 years sitting in your store at one price. So you know what? I better double that shit. What?
I mean,
anyways.
it makes sense. I mean, we're businessmen. We understand that.
Yeah, profit. Shout out fucking doubling the price. So the interesting thing about that place, though, is that so the guy sucks and his prices suck and, whatever, and you're not impressed by the Power Glove. I mean, none of us are anymore. Like, let's be real, okay? But he did have, like, an Atari 5200, which is, like, the rarest Atari, like, in the box. He did have an Atari Jaguar there with the box. He did have an Intellivision in the box. Like, none of that shit, like, was neat for you to see, though? Or you're just, like, meh? Or you just don't give a shit? Like, were you just playing it cool while we were there? Like, what was your mindset on that?
Well, I mean, when I walked in there, I was kind of disgusted to begin with.
It plays gnarly, for sure.
I mean, seeing that stuff, that stuff is cool, but it's like, okay, I'm never going to buy one, so what's the point of even getting excited about it,
You ever get, like, where you think you might want an Atari Jaguar, but then you remember that there's nothing to play on it? Does that ever happen to you?
I remember wanting one when I was like 6 or 7 or 8 or something.
Right.
But I've never had a desire to ever get one again.
The only good thing on a Jaguar is it's like it has the definitive console port of Doom, but there's no music. That was the one thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
There's no music, but it like plays full screen, full frame rate. They didn't like dumb it down. It has like full maps and all that. So
yeah, so I'm not missing much. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about with stores. Like, they don't impress me anymore because it's all the same shit.
Yeah,
it's all like, and a lot of the times they're all disgusting and gross, and you see the person behind the counter looks like he's a dreg of society,
and usually dregs. Yeah,
and Jesus, it's.
Although I will say this, they're not full dregs because they have a job.
That is true. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, it could be worse. It's not like the dudes that hang out there all day that live with their mom and they're 45.
Yeah, like, I can understand hanging out at an LGS, like where you play Magic or D&D all day, right? Or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. That makes sense to me. But hang out at a video game shop where there's not even any stands to play Magic or to play video games or anything. Yeah. Why would you fucking be there all day?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, or maybe you like the place and you like the people there, so stop in from time to time. But you're not gonna hang out there all fucking day. Like, nobody does that. Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, so we went to the flea marketplace and we didn't get shit. It was hot as fuck inside there too, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Jesus Christ.
It really was. I'll go with pickups first. Aiden grabbed Lego Avengers 2 on the Switch because I guess all the kids at summer camp, that's what they're playing, and he wanted it, and it was on sale. I got it for like half price, and it's a newer game on the Switch. So
I tried to buy that for Zoe, but she wanted the Lego City Undercover.
Because pretty solid.
Because I saw Lego Avengers and I'm like, shit, this looks really fun. I want to play it. And she's like, no, I want the Legos. I'm like, fine.
No, it's still an excellent choice. Like, honestly, I'd probably gravitate towards that over the Avengers one personally. But I did play it with him a little bit last night for a few minutes, just try to help him figure out the part he was stuck in. It's pretty cool. You start off with the Guardians of the Galaxy crew. And Star-Lord, he's got like his little rocket pack, so you can fly around and shit, which makes life a lot easier in that game.
That's cool.
In a Lego game, to get around, being able to fly is really fucking nice. It's pretty cool. It's a Lego game, you know.
You know what's a funny Lego game? I mean, I only say this because I'm a fan of it, is the Lego Lord of the Rings game. That game is fucking hilarious.
I've never played it, but you're talking about like there's a lot of like puns and like just silliness or whatever. They tend to do that in the Lego games.
Yeah, and I finally picked up the Lego Hobbit game, and I haven't played it yet, but I'll get to it one day.
There was one, really?
Yeah. I got it on a Steam sale like maybe a year ago now. It was like $5 or something.
True.
So, yeah, man. So what else did you pick up? Because I see another game you picked up, and I'm really, really curious about it because I'm still really on the fence about it because I've been reading some bad reviews about it.
Whoa. Calm the fuck down, bro. You're hysterical right now. How dare you, sir?
I know.
So this is something that I was like, yeah, I probably won't get it right away on launch day or launch weekend or whatever. I don't know, but it is really good. I'm definitely going to get it. You're like, you're going to get it. I'm like, I don't know. Boom.
You got it.
Totally picked up Mario Tennis Aces because I'm weak. And Melissa didn't even really try to stop me. I asked her to stop me, and she didn't stop me. Her excuse is that she wants to try it. So... so I haven't played it yet. I got it last night, and Aiden was somewhere where he didn't get a chance to save, so it was like kind of like limbo state in a boss battle in the Lego Avengers, and I was tired and shit, so I didn't play it last night. I'm hoping to maybe play it while watching a little TV when we get done with the podcast. So
okay, then I'm not gonna say anything bad about it because I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Don't taint me, bro. Let me, because I mean, I played the demo and I really like the demo. So
I really like the demo too, but just when I read about some of the reviews, it's kind of put me off to it. But I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Blinders, we'll talk about that in the morning. So chill out on that. So I got that. There's one other pickup that I want to mention. It's not game related, but I'm super excited about it, and it's super nerdy, and I won't go into it because this is a game show. But Matt, I kickstarted a watch that is going to be built out of used Soyuz. Well, it's going to contain a used Soyuz rocket part, and I'm really fucking excited for that.
Is this a rocket that's been in space?
So it's from the booster, so it got pretty fucking close. Depending on your standard for space, yes and no, because the boosters do fall back; they don't burn up.
Yeah.
But it will have the mission that it flew on, the pictures to accompany it to prove. It'll show you it comes with an app. It shows you where exactly your piece came from inside it. It has an NFID chip in it that you can access like 4 exclusive cameras on the ISS and watch in real time. What else? I got it at half price because I crowdfunded it. It funded in like 4 minutes flat too, by the way. This company crowdfunded 2 other series of watches. This is their peasant line because I'm a peasant. I can't afford their actually like real watch guy ones. But both of those crowdfunded, and they sell watches. Like, they're a legit company. They just crowdfund a new model to see if it's worth them, laying out all the manufacturing for, when they start a new line. And obviously this one funded in like 4 minutes flat because they made an affordable version of their successful watches. So I'm pretty stoked. I don't get it till December. But
this would be a nice Christmas present at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, man. I'm a little bit of a watch guy. I'm not like hardcore, but I do like cool watches and I can respect it. And having something that was like flown in a mission is like
that is pretty cool though.
So anyway, stay tuned. I'll Instagram that.
Should I mention my little watch pickup that I got last week too?
I think you should. It's actually more applicable than what I just mentioned.
My Apple Watch that I got. So
go ahead.
It's an Apple Watch. I got.
You've been wanting one for. Well, you've not been wanting one. You've been on the fence for getting one for literally like 3 years.
Well, since it first came out, I've been on the fence for one.
Back and forth, and you did it.
And I finally did it, and dude, I love it. It's I love the new band that I got, and it's really. I think I like the workout portions of it the most, because especially now that I've been working out again and just seeing like the activity it's doing and the heartbeats and all that, and it's
right.
And plus, the one thing that I've noticed, and maybe you'd be able to tell me, that even when I have my phone not on silent, I'm not getting notifications on it. It goes to my watch, and I don't hear any notifications on my phone.
It's because you have
because my watch is paired with it, probably.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. So it's not, the watch is not on you?
No. The watch is on me.
Okay, but you're not hearing your phone. You're only getting it on the watch, but you're missing it on the watch. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not missing it on the watch. It's just I'm not hearing a sound or anything, and I thought my phone would still make a sound.
No, it doesn't, because it's supposed to be discreet. That's the whole point. It's supposed to let you know, but not let everybody else know.
Okay, that makes sense, and that's why. Okay.
You can tweak the settings if you really want it the other way, but honestly, I feel like it's defeating the purpose. I don't do that with mine.
No, I'm good. I was just curious about it. Like, I didn't realize that was a setting or something.
You can fuck with it and get it to do it, but I don't recommend it. One thing that you and I should do for the show, Matt, is Square made a watch RPG. It looks
Oh shit! Really?
absolutely fucking terrible. By the way,
I gotta get it.
like shit reviews. It's like $8.
That's way too much money.
I know. Well, check it out. I don't know. Maybe it went down in price because nobody bought it. But I think it might be funny if we try to play it and then we review it on the show. So,
It's called Cosmo Rings.
Is it?
Yeah, I just looked
Doesn't
it up.
sound right.
Holy shit! This looks like shit.
It's pretty bad. Like I couldn't bring myself to buy. I was like, oh, this might be cool to do for the show. I can't do it. So.
Oh my god! It's got so many 1-star ratings.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's not $8. It's $9. By the way,
So it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, I don't want to spend $9 on it.
Maybe we'll just watch the video and then talk shit or something. But
yeah.
So there's there are a couple of apps on there. There's a shmup. There's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It's not really good, but there are some games on there. I can show you which ones, and you can decide if you want to get them or not. But
probably not, because I don't play games on my phone anymore.
Yeah, true. But it is your watch. But you won't ever play it. You'll play them once and never play them again. I tried it. There's not much. Maybe I'll do a review of Apple Watch games at some point, but it's fucking terrible. So that's it for pickups. Real shitty on pickups for me this week. I didn't really get a chance to do too much. I played, with the exception of playing Lego Avengers with Aiden last night, I didn't play much either, man. I've been kind of, if not busy, I've just been kind of wanting to zone out and stuff. I was real fucking busy last week. I was really tired. But I did play quite a few hours so far of Uncharted Lost Legacy. I mentioned that last week that I had picked it up. I played a bit more of it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. The voice acting's good. If you're into Uncharted, you can get it. I think I found it for like $20 or something. Brand new. So if you can grab it for cheap, I say pick it up. I mean, shit. And honestly, if you haven't played Uncharted 4, and maybe you don't really care to, you just want to see what the online's like, it's only $20 and you get the full online. You can play with people with Uncharted 4 or Lost Legacy. It doesn't matter. You get the full online game either way. So that's a super cheap way to experience the online for Uncharted. So, but yeah, I like it. Matt, there's chapter 4 of this game. You're in kind of like it's like a free world, like a free, I don't know, it's like a sandbox kind of area. Matt, are you there? Please tell me you're there.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I was worried that we dropped out again.
No.
There's like a sandbox area you get thrown into. It's not super huge, but it's decently sized, and you get a Jeep just like you do in the, like the little off-road area that's in Uncharted 4 where you get the Jeep and drive around or whatever. Reminds me so much of that. It's very, very, very similar. Of course, it's not the same level or the same world that you're in, but you get this big area, and you can totally blast through it in probably 15 minutes if you wanted to, but I actually spent like a good hour and a half, 2 hours in there doing all the little side quests that they've set up and that you kind of have to stumble on and kind of figure out on your own. And by doing them all, I got this reward, Matt, that's the Queen's Jewel or something like that. It's like a bracelet that I found that alerts me when I'm near treasure now. So I'm going to find like all the treasures in the game because I spent the time to do that. So if you make this game, like I know the game is shorter than the regular Uncharted, obviously, and that was kind of what people were saying. But like I feel like you can make do with it because they've kind of given you these opportunities that they wouldn't always normally give you a shitload of side quests in an Uncharted game, and they are here. And everything is voice acted. All the side shit, the getting in and out of the Jeep, like you'll very rarely hear them say the same. Actually, I don't think I ever heard them say the same thing, like when one of the characters was hopping out of the Jeep and shit. So it's really well done. I'm enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it. There's tons of Uncharted like climbing and hanging from shit and the whole scene and the whole place crumbling and all that shit's there, but yeah, so that's basically all I've played, Matt. And I'm still playing it. You let me borrow a game that I'm going to jump into. The Last of Us Remastered. I did play it on PS3 to completion, but it was a long ass time ago and I don't have it on the PS3 anymore. So, Matt was kind enough to let me borrow the HD remake of that. So, I'm gonna jump into that as well.
And it's a very good looking game compared to the PS3 version.
Yeah. I always thought the graphics were really good on PS3 when I had it.
They are.
Well, not now that I'm used to it. It's one of those things that's harder to go back to.
Well, it's sort of like when you compare GTA 5 on PS3 to PS4. Yeah. I mean, it still looks good for the PS3 era, but when you play it on PS4, it's like, oh, okay, this looks way better.
Yeah. Or playing like an older Uncharted. Like, yeah. Yep. I'm with you. So, I watched a couple movies, Matt. I watched a movie called Arrival.
What'd you think of that one?
It had me until the end, and they just did this cheap. It's not a Quentin Tarantino movie, but they did what I call a Tarantino trick, where you realize they've been telling you spoilers.
I watched the movie like a month or two ago, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
You realize that they're telling you part of the story out of order the whole time, and that's just a cheap trick to make something seem more interesting than it actually is. And like, there's so many holes with their theories, and like it fell apart at the end for me.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one, because I was so hooked on the movie in the beginning. Like in the beginning and
so well,
in the beginning and middle, and then the third act when you find out what's actually going on, you're just sort of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it all falls apart. And also, can you tell me exactly, the guy that plays Hawkeye is in that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the fuck his area, like, I know they say he's like some type of nuclear fucking, physicist or some shit, but he doesn't offer shit. It's all about the girl figuring out like how to
language,
talk to these aliens.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was
he's like, oh, it's all been just you and I. But it's like, I ain't seen him do shit except stand next to her.
I thought he was the mathematician or whatever.
Well, he could do the math, but what, he did one part. They show him where he actually figured something out, and it ended up being totally negligible anyways. Like, it pissed me off, because it was like, oh my god, because it had awesome.
It had so much potential, and it just went way down.
That makes me feel so good that you felt the same way. Yeah. Melissa was in and out of sleep, and she saw most of it, and she felt the same way too. So I don't recommend, unless you feel like being let down for something that was awesome originally. Don't watch it.
It's sort of the feeling of when you ask a girl to prom and she says yes, and then stands you up that night. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way for sure. Yeah.
Pretty much the same exact feeling. That's how I felt. Like, I felt I got ghosted, catfished, or whatever.
So we haven't been rating movies. Like, every time we talk about, we keep forgetting to do our rating system. But like, out of 5 yellow SNESes, I'm gonna give it like 1.5 because it pissed me off so bad. And I'm only giving it that because it was like shot really well.
I probably would have given it 2 yellow SNESes because, like I said, the first and second act were so good.
So good.
And then the third act, when you finally figure out what's going on, you're just sort of
trash.
Like, oh, that's really lame.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it 2 to be nice, because it does capture you. But no more than that. It pissed me off beyond repair towards the end. So
yeah.
But anyways, I started The Room.
Finally.
I really couldn't finish it because shit was going on here or whatever. I'm where they're in LA, and he's got like the one dude, he's got a forgive me, I can't remember his name, but he's got an agent now.
Oh, are you talking about the disaster artist?
Disaster artist, sorry, not The Room, the disaster artist. Sorry, yes. So I'm that's where I'm at. I kind of left off there.
Okay.
So yeah. So
okay, finish the disaster artist, but you still have to watch The Room.
I will. I need to. Actually, I kind of feel like I need to now. Can I say I fucking, oh my god. What's his face? Dude, it's the end of the day. I'm fucking
James
losing my
Franco.
mind here. James Franco. God damn, that guy fucking is awesome, dude. He plays that part.
There were times, like, I watched The Room like 2-3 times before I saw that movie, and there were actual times during that movie I completely forgot it was James Franco, and I really thought it was Tommy Wiseau.
Dude, he fucking is awesome. He nails it, bro. And he's such a fucking trip, bro. Like,
and what's funny is when you read the disaster artist, I gotta lend you the book. I mean, obviously, a lot of the stuff in that movie is sped up for time purposes, but there's a lot of the shit they show in that movie did happen in real life and all that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the book is really good too. It makes you realize that, holy shit, Tommy Wiseau is fucking insane.
He seems pretty batshit crazy.
But
my favorite part is like when he first gets into his Mercedes, and he's like, don't look. He's like, don't look Robot Crab in the eyes. Like,
yeah, and that actually happened
toy on his dash of his Mercedes. Dude,
according to Greg, that actually happened. That whole scene.
That's such a fucking trip, dude.
And
oh my God.
It's like, so if you read the book, you actually find out that Tommy Wiseau has a really tragic backstory of like what the fuck happened to him. I think I've talked about it before on the podcast.
I think you did. Where he came from and how he came up and all that. Yeah,
it's pretty fucked up, his life. It's no wonder he's the way he is. You know.
Well, he seems to be doing the best with it. So,
dude, he's fucking gonna make more money than you and I are ever gonna make off the fucking room.
He already did.
Yeah.
He had more money than you and I will ever make before he even decided to make a movie. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, because he was fucking rich before that.
Yeah. So, honestly, I mean, pretty good message from that dude overall. Like, I mean, say what you want about his movie, but like, you know, he's got it figured out better than we do. So yeah. I think that's about it for me, Matt. We can kind of move into some topics and some news stories here before we wrap things up.
Should we talk about Switch hackers getting banned real quick? Because it's
absolutely
funny.
Sure. So news, obviously, we talked about it a while back. They, hardware exploit to hack switches. People are loading pirate software onto there, things like that for homebrew, quote unquote. Wink, wink. But what Nintendo is able to do apparently is they're able to, if you connect to the internet and you have shit that's installed that's not, basically, and I'm totally paraphrasing here, guys, and kind of putting some of my own spin to this, so don't take it verbatim. But if you have like software that's not signed, say for lack of a better term, not digitally signed by Nintendo, like it didn't come from their store, they apparently can figure this out and they ban your unit from being able to do anything online, which, let's be honest, unless you're playing Mario Kart Online or the new tennis game or Splatoon, who gives a shit? At this point, that might change in the future.
Yeah. Especially with the Nintendo online services coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it might change. Nintendo's never really been known for their online presence and their online gaming.
It's been shit for a long time.
Forever. It's never really been worth it. So... we'll see how that plays out. Now, one thing that's interesting, Matt, did you read this article?
I did.
Did you glance it?
Yeah, I sort of glanced at it.
So the thing that kind of sucks, that is kind of like, it's like, look, I get that you're pissed off at Nintendo for banning you and being, and for having homebrew shit on your system and all that. Like, I get it. But what's really not cool, and this is something that I kind of stand with Nintendo on, and Nintendo really does the only thing they fucking do right with online at all is they try to make it safe environment for kids.
Yeah.
And what the hackers, of course, have done is changing their avatars to porn.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Which, to be expected, I guess, because of the internet. And, look, I mean, I'm not a porn hater by any means, but, like, come on, guys. Like, you don't know who's going to see that. Like, what kids are going to see that. Like, what the fuck? You're mad at Nintendo, so you're going to fucking expose somebody's kid to something, and the only thing left that's fucking safe. Like, at this point, it's safer for my kid to be on fucking PC, like, gaming than it is,
Well.
And don't get me wrong, Nintendo's obviously squashing this shit as fast as they can, and rightfully so. But that kind of pissed me off, I gotta say, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't really like that. I think get back at Nintendo any way you can. You don't have to do that. Like, come on, guys. So yeah. So the Nintendo versus hackers war is going on, and it seems like our kids might be, paying the price for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, it's to be expected, right? And that they're banning the actual consoles, or I guess the serial numbers of them, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's not bricked, but you're not going to be able to do anything online. You're not going to be able to get updates, things like that. If you have to register anything in the future, which they might go to some digital signing shit. It's Nintendo.
So that would be something you have to be worried about. Like if you buy a used Switch, how are you going to tell
shit.
if it's been blacklisted or whatever?
Dude, excellent point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that would really suck. So if you're in the market for a Switch and you want to buy used to save money, definitely be careful because GameStop isn't going to check for that or anything. Or
no, they're really not. I guess the way to test that if you're looking at one is try to jump on and see if it'll pull updates maybe, or see if it'll download a demo from the store, and if it will, then it's good.
I guess, yeah.
I really don't know how another way you would test that. And if somebody's not willing to let you do that, that's a red. I mean, even that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just being dumb and it is fine. But hey, shit, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And you might think, oh, that's not going to happen, or it's going to be a small case. Bullshit. People hack everything all the fucking time. Dude, I have hacked shit, and you guys, I talk about having the real shit all the time. I hack shit. Like
I hacked my Wii, my DS, and all
shit,
that.
Dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. So. This shit's out there. So that's a great point, Matt. That's, shout out Zuby, dude, right now for looking out for you. That's a fucking public service. You're welcome. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Next time you're going to have to
Patreon for that.
Yeah. You're going to have to sub to our show next time.
Sub to our show for free consumer advice. So yeah. Real quick, going to point out, graphics cards. And we talked about this today, Matt, are coming down in price again. So if you're looking to join the PC Master Race, there is a 1060 small form factor. If you go to Kinja Deals, you can find it on there. Oh shit, it's already gone on the link that I provided, Matt. But nonetheless, I saw a 1060 for $230 today, which is about exactly what I paid for my 1060.
That's not bad. I mean, for like solid. An entry level kind of gaming graphics card, that's not bad.
Yeah, no. Well, dude, 1060 is. It's no.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna be. What's a popular game now? I don't even fucking know because
the 1060. Well, honestly,
you're not gonna be playing Minecraft at ultra graphics, okay?
You will.
Well, it all depends on your CPU more than anything.
On that, but. Well, you can play if you're going to do 1080p gaming. You can play pretty much anything on max settings. I have a 1060. Yeah. I do that without a problem. For 1440, you're going to look the hardest shit is going to dip into the 40s for frame rates, but it'll try to eke out 60. Anything above that, it's really not going to do. But shit, yeah. I mean, if you're a console gamer and you're trying to get into PC gaming, dude, I'd take 45 frames a second on 1440p. Or solid 60. Should I say 60 on 1080p? But honestly, like I get close to 90, 100 on most shit with a 1060 at 1080p. So, stout little card for cheap. So, anyway,
for sure.
You guys, you heard it here. Cards are coming down. Thank God. You can get cards again. So nice. I just wanted to point that out. I saw that today.
So I'm interested in this other topic here. That GameStop is going to start selling comic books?
Let's start with the other GameStop news first, and then you'll understand why they're going to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the other news is GameStop is going to be closing 150 locations. No surprise, because
they turn into a toy store, which we all know how that works out for everybody. Look at Toys R Us. Yeah, so GameStop announced it's going to close down about 150 locations. They have about 6,600 world. I don't know if it's world. I guess it's worldwide because they're in like Canada and shit too.
Yeah. 7,500 it says.
Oh, 7,500. That's probably worldwide. 6,600 might have been U.S. They're going to close down 150. So it's a small percentage, but everybody's kind of looking at it, and I guess they've kind of been shopping buyers for GameStop, and everybody's saying that this looks exactly like. What just happened to Toys R Us? That they're kind of going down the same path, like very paralleling it like hardcore. So, this shit, could this be the end of GameStop? I don't know. But it's not
I wouldn't say anytime soon. I mean, they're gonna, chug it out for as long as they can. I'd say
they
maybe
would almost certainly make it through the holiday season. I would say for sure.
Well, I think it. if I had to guess, it probably lasts a little bit longer. I would say anywhere from 2 to 5 years that they're probably, they're going to try. They may shut down more stores, like either maybe later this year or next year or something. But I feel like they're not going away right away.
So you're going slow, painful death.
Yeah.
Not a Toys R Us quick death. You're talking like super slow and painful.
That's what I would have to guess. I mean, obviously we're not financial people at all. So dump your stock now of GameStop. Don't buy into them. So then that I can buy low and sell high. I mean, what?
Shit.
This has been Financials with Zuby.
Another free service, you guys. You guys are fucking getting the best of it today. Like, y'all should seriously thank your whoever. So the next topic, Matt. Go ahead. I mean,
they're gonna start selling some comic books. I didn't tell you that I started reading some comic books, did I?
No, I don't think so.
So I'm not. Like, when I was a kid, I used to love reading Spider-Man, Batman, Avengers, X-Men, and all that, right? But I have not been into comic books in a long time. Not until last year when there was a new series that came out. It was a Batman and Ninja Turtles crossover series. And,
you did tell me about that.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's two of my favorite franchises. Hell, I'm wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt tonight. So
nice.
So they had Volume 1 came out last year, and this year was Volume 2, which I got all of them. So then I wanted more because the end of the second volume was so good that I just wanted to read more Batman and Ninja Turtles. So I bought some Batman graphic novel, not the actual comics. I got it wasn't very long. It was like maybe 150 pages, graphic novel, and it's called, oh shit, what is it? I Am Gotham, I think.
Okay.
It was pretty good. About these two kids that have superhuman powers, and they grew up in Gotham, and they're kind of like if Batman had superpowers in a sense.
Like what superpowers though? Like just super strong or something?
Yeah, super strength, flying, speed, and all that.
Wait, he can fly?
Sort of like weak Superman, weaker Superman, essentially.
Don't tell Batman that.
I know, right? Well, I mean, Batman does end up kicking their asses anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
Because he's fucking Batman. I mean,
it's Batman, dude. I know.
So I mean, it's Volume 1 of a series, and it's pretty good. It was only like $10, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I bought a Ninja Turtles comic too, Ninja Turtles Universe Volume 1. That one, it's a little bit more cartoony. I mean, I guess it's not as serious as Batman, which I'm fine with it, but no. So with GameStop selling comics, it's interesting, but it's also kind of like, well, fuck you. Why are you trying to jump in on the local comic store, which, they have enough competition enough as it is with online.
God, it's got to be so hard to be a fucking comic store, man, honestly.
It is, man. It's
GameStop wants to jump into that.
And I don't, and I'll be honest here, I don't understand why they would, because I feel like they're just going to be losing money. They're going to be losing money on their ass right away as soon as they try to attempt this.
Think about the capital they're going to have to fork out to get that inventory, and what makes them any different than any other, local comic shop as far as how much they're really going to push. I mean, maybe initially they'll push a lot because people going in there and be like, oh, cool comics. But then it's just going to be like comics. And then your comic people that are, they're not going to go to GameStop for that.
Well, the only positive I can say about them selling comics is at least they'll sell them at MSRP and not like how other comic shops will. It'll say $3.99 on it, but they're like, oh, it's $15. It's like, well, fuck you.
Yeah, because they're doing it at like, whatever the fucking resale value is of it or whatever, even though they bought it brand new for $1.
But I feel like they're gonna lose their ass on it.
I think so too. I mean, I get that the one smart thing that they've done is transition away from being just games and electronic shit. I mean, it's the only way to stay relevant. But I don't think this is the move, and it just doesn't make sense. There's not really a lot of money in retail comic shit. Yeah, the online is the only place to do it, and the only way it works is extreme volume. How are you gonna beat Amazon?
Yeah, man.
You know,
And eBay.
and
Shit.
eBay. Yeah,
I've honestly been shopping more on eBay lately than Amazon, to be honest. I mean, it really depends on what it is. Like, if I want that 2-day shipping, yeah, I'll want it. But
I was just
sometimes,
gonna say, yeah.
but sometimes, like Amazon or eBay, when it comes to books, because I love buying books. All right,
Yep.
it's most times I'll find a better deal on eBay, and it's comic books too. You know.
I've bought a couple things recently from eBay, like very recently, like last week. And the thing that I've become accustomed to with Amazon is the fast shipping. You're kind of at somebody's, mercy as to when they're going to ship it out. And then the other thing too is like some of the people that I was frequenting for my like retro console like accessories and equipment, they've moved away from eBay because of the eBay fees, and they're able to have their own e-stores and sell it cheaper. So it kind of makes me think like, what's going to happen to eBay? You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't know. I mean,
they're pretty bad on their fees. It's pretty hard to be a seller. Now they aren't as like for the customer. They're more for the seller on eBay, which is nice because Amazon doesn't give a fuck about their sellers.
yeah.
They really don't. And they're all about the customer, and that's fine if you're buying from Amazon, but if you're trying to buy from like a third party on there, it's not, it's not. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence for it. I mean, I still use eBay. I still get shit. There's still shit that you're only really going to get on there, but I mean, used shit. You're going to get all your used shit on there. You won't find that on Amazon. I don't know. I don't know, man. There's a quote here from GameStop's director of consumer products, Clint Walker. He said that, what did he say? He said, I've been in my role as the director of consumer products for the last few years. We define consumer products as toys and collectibles. The decision to start selling comic books in the U.S. domestic GameStop and ThinkGeek stores is because for us, it's a very natural adjacency. Okay, so comics and games certainly can, there's a lot of crossover and shit like that, but it's from a business model, it's not. I don't know.
Like I said, I feel like they're gonna lose their asses on it. But hey, you never know. Maybe they won't come out of this with money in their hands and they'll fail just like they're doomed to.
And then we'll get some really good local game shops kind of start filling that vacuum. That might be nice.
Maybe.
I don't know, Matt. Whatever. We'll see. So you think it's going to be a slow, painful death? I give them till after Christmas. We'll see. We'll see who's right. Time will tell. Anything else? Oh, real quick, I wanted to bring up the Jurassic World game that's out. Yeah. Have you seen it? Have you looked into this at all?
It's fucking Jurassic World. Why the fuck would I want to look at that?
No. It's kind of cool. You should check out some gameplay of it. I'm kind of now I thought the same
was
thing
it Jurassic World Evolution? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember.
Build and manage your own Jurassic
World. There you
World.
go. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
So it's a lot. It reminds me a lot of City Skylines.
So it's like it's a city builder or city sim.
Yeah, but it's not, because it is. But then you go in at like first or third person view. I'm not sure which one. You go in and there's missions and shit to do, and you have to like go capture animals that have escaped, and you have weapons, and like you have to like use strategy and shit like that. And then like people are doing like really sick and twisted shit, and like they're purposely making the dinosaurs see how many people in your park they can eat and shit. Like it actually looks pretty fucking cool, and it's pretty like when you get meta, like when you zoom way in or you take the first person role, like it's really fleshed out, I guess would be the right word, down in there.
It might be a game that I might buy for $5.
$5? Okay, all right, fair enough, man. Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting to see till it goes on sale on Steam for cheap. I want to, dude. I mean, I don't know. I really like City Skylines, and I like sim games and shit, and it's Jurassic Park, so I don't know.
No, I mean, like
it doesn't look terrible.
It's an interesting concept, an idea, but I feel like it would get old.
Maybe.
It may be fun the first time around, but then doing it again. I mean, I don't know. What do I know? Maybe the game, there's a lot more variables, and hey, every time you play, it's going to be a different experience. Sort of like how when you play Civilization over and over again. It's a different experience and all that.
I'm kind of wondering that too. I mean, like, yeah, the layout is going to change, like, but is it going to be like, my dog's barking in his sleep. Is the because the layout's going to change, but the mission going to be like, hey, the T-Rex escaped. It's still the same mission. It's just different layout. You know what I mean? I don't know. That part I don't know, but it's definitely not really something that's really been done. I remember like there was a Sim City, Matt. Which Sim is it? Sim City? There's a Sim City you could drive around or whatever, but there was like Sim Copter, which you didn't really like. You could import your Sim City 2000 cities into SimCopter and then fly the copter missions like throughout your city or whatever.
Okay.
That's kind of like the closest that we've really been with this, unless I'm missing something. Somebody correct me, but so I don't know. Kind of neat. I don't know. Thought I'd bring it up. Thought I might try to change your mind on it, at least to look at it. I wasn't considering it until I saw some of the gameplay and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Not for you.
No.
Not for Zuby. No. Fair enough.
Done.
Well, what else, Matt? What else do we got before we dip up out of here?
I don't know, man. I think that might about do it.
I think that's the show. Pretty good show. Yeah, a lot of good shit to talk about, considering we didn't play too much.
I know, right? We gotta find something to shit about. I mean, talk about.
Yeah, shit all over. Just diarrhea. Dump. Shout out diarrhea.
No, not shout out diarrhea.
Shout out fucking stomach problems.
Shout out Imodium.
Shout out Imodium, maybe. Shout out Pepto. So I will give my review next week on Mario Tennis 8. I think it's Tennis Aces.
Yes, because your review
Tennis Aces
may shape whether or not I get it. Because some of the, like I said, I just read some bad reviews and it's kind of put me off on it.
Man, I hope not. Damn, you're kind of depressing me now.
I know, that's what I do.
Don't know. Get at us next week. I'll have a review of that, and I'll have played some more Uncharted and possibly something else. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of kind of shit sitting around waiting for me now. So.
Last of Us.
Last of Us is something that I'm really kind of itching to play. And honestly, Matt, I'm debating shelving Uncharted temporarily to play that. That might be what happens. I don't know.
I mean, Uncharted games aren't that long anyway, so.
True, I could probably muscle through it and start it by the weekend or something, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to watch The Sopranos too, so a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, shout out listeners. Shout out everybody that was in the chat today. Had a couple people join us, which was awesome. Man Cave as always. Who else was the other one? T2TKS was shouting you out about your hat. Shout out to Zuby's hat that's no longer with us for some reason.
No. It was kind of hurting with the headphones on it after a little bit, but no, the hat's right
not
here.
Gonna like that.
I know, right?
That's about it. Zuby, where can they find you, sir?
They can find me on Twitters at Zubatron, Zubatron, and I've also got a Magic the Gathering podcast called Magic with Zuby, and that's on at Magic with Zuby on Twitter, and I talk about some card game that I don't know anything about for like 2.5 years. So,
yep, pretty accurate.
Pretty much. What about you, man?
You can find me on the Twitter at Killabeez2T, KILLABEEZZ, the number 2, the letter T. Check us out on Instagram. We are straight murdering it over there on Instagram, you guys.
Dude, you're killing it on there. It's all you.
Trying. You can get me anytime on there. Like up our shit. I try to post cool things. I should probably do more this week. I slacked off last week. I think I only posted like one photo. Check us out on Facebook, VCR Gaming, or facebook.com/VCR Gaming. You can get the show on the Twitter at VCR Gaming. Shout us out there. VCRgamingpodcast.com to see all of our episodes as always. And if you want to yell at us directly to our phones and our faces, you can email us vcrgamingpodcast@gmail.com. Matt, I did. Matt, tell them about the network we're on.
Oh, the No Phony Podcast Network.
Shout out No Phony.
It's a podcast or network of other podcasts that are not fake.
Because they're not phony.
Yeah.
They're real. Yeah, so check us out. Check out the crew there. There's some cool podcasts on there. Everybody's super chill. Retweeting us, we're retweeting them. We're really liking it. So thanks, No Phony, for all that. Did I leave anything out, Matt?
No, I think you got it all, man.
Kick ass. Oh, show announcement. Show live stream moving to Mondays at 9.
Yes.
We had some conflicts with the Sunday thing. So if you missed us with live, or you want to check us out, Mondays at 9 is the new time. We try to start as close there as possible, but we'll tweet it out, let you know what's going on in case we're running a couple minutes late or anything. So
yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that does it, man.
Sweet.
All right. Have a great night, everybody.
Take care.